about learning. What is the current issue and why are we able to do it like last time?
I don't know, but hey, everybody, welcome to the new basketball podcast show. I'm your host. I'm Austin. Right now, we were having a conversation before about something interesting. We're always trying new ways to record this and everything, so we can't actually see what we're doing today. We're going to see if that's an issue at any point. Anyways, I'm Austin. My other hosts here are Kane and Dakota. They're the informed ones. I am the less informed one. And we have our director, DJ, hopefully playing music for you right now.
Waka.
Waka waka.
On the ones and
something like that. But yeah.
And all the other numbers.
And all the other numbers. If you are enjoying a basketball podcast show and you're like, wow, I even want a new one per se, stick around, like, sub to the video, stay. We're going to be making these every week is at least the plan. And we got a whole rundown. We got a full show just for you today. Oh, we do. Okay, we can see what we're doing now.
Hey,
so we have a full
I'm not going to lie
rundown.
also. This is I'm probably the most excited for this show. As our, third episode, having an award show right off the bat.
It's true.
I think that's what people really wanted.
It's like
people really wanted an award show for their third episode.
It's like having a clip show for your third episode.
Isn't it funny?
TV show.
Well, we got to establish ourselves early, guys. Fucking the Emmys didn't do not the Emmys first, right? Where did the Emmys get started? I don't know. Anyways, does anybody know? Probably not. So, on today's docket, we have this dumb fucking intro where I ramble for like 2 to 3 minutes. And then we have our first topic. We're going to rank the Western Conference. We're going to do a little power ranking where we think they're going to be at for the regular season and maybe where they'll finish towards the end of the year. Then we have some side topics. To mud or not to mud. We're going to figure out what teams are truly of the mud, who comes from the mud, and what the fuck that actually means. We're going to try and define it.
You guys know exactly what that means.
And a couple, we all do on the inside. We do on the inside. And we're going to try and figure out maybe a couple other little topics that I've thought about. And then we're going to have an award show. We have decided the NBA doesn't have a very good award show. They don't really handle all the awards well. And I feel like we're really missing some iconic moments of the NBA. They're slipping through the cracks. So I thought we'll have our own, and it'll be very important. And then after that, we're gonna have some show and tell. Dakota's got a couple stories from us. It's Dakota's week to give us a story. Excuse me. And then lastly, our final segment is Dakota's Bookie Bungalow, where he's gonna make you tens of dollars, if not less.
Less.
Probably less.
Much less.
Yeah, we need to follow up on those.
Right.
Let's follow up on those bets from last week as well.
Every once in a while. That's important. Well, I mean, the season hasn't started.
Yeah, that was a tough.
Well, there's one that we could follow up on.
Yeah. Real immediate
I guess it's
bad beat for the. So I guess I've already given the listeners the first loss, and that was a fast one. I mean, a shocking upset.
It was immediate, actually.
As the Fever took down the Dream in what was called an instant classic by WNBA fans, me included, as a WNBA fan. Yeah, I said it out loud. I and with pride. But
I am with pride.
So
I
need to get the quote from my resident WNBA expert. What did she say? Give me one moment.
Do you guys want to go ahead and talk about the WNBA?
She said, dude,
into the rankings?
Dude, as I quote, dude, we are a hospital wing in the semifinals. That is how injured the Fever were. The odds of the Fever winning this, team, they had 6 players out, 3 starters, and 2 of them were, Caitlin Clark, debatably their best player. Sophie Cunningham, probably their 3rd or 4th best player. They were outnumbered. They were outmatched. They were outsized. But gosh darn it, those gritty girls from that Fever team, they brought that Indiana grit. They played their heart out. Also, I got to say, I was very, very, very impressed when I was watching these games because these crowds were going fucking bananas. The Fever crowd especially was losing their minds. Tyrese Halliburton's out there supporting all the ladies. It was really excited for the next round. I also, as much as I lost money for the listeners,
as much as I lost money,
I do still have my Fever future, so I'm not out of the game.
So
you're safe.
So I personally am safe. But I said this last week.
I think you did.
My word. I said that last week. I also put in my money, so I did lose, and it wasn't good.
Lost with us.
And I've also decided that I'm completely out on the Atlanta Dream. Only going to be a Fever guy from now on. The one Atlanta Dream I don't cheer for. Brittany Griner, you're dead to me. Dead to me.
Damn.
I want that to be known. In fact, I'm gonna give her something. I think Brittany Griner's a bucko.
You think my God. You think she's on bucko level? I don't think she's that bad.
Oh no. So, what she did to me. In the city of Atlanta.
I'll tell you this.
No.
I think this is the most legitimizing thing that can happen for the WNBA is an Atlanta team just grabbing defeat from the jaws of victory, like as hard as possible. Just being an absolute fuck up. I think that's brilliant. I think that's truly all you can ask for the WNBA. I watched the Phoenix Mercury versus the New York Liberty game. Chippy as fuck the whole time. It felt very close. There was some records broken. There was some crazy shit going on. What's her name? Alyssa Thomas, the Mercury player. She got a 20-point triple-double. What I didn't know was the WNBA has international length or game length. What am I trying to fucking say? They played 40 minutes and started 48. I didn't know that the NBA was weird for 48. I personally, I think they should play 48, but it seems I'm outvoted by everyone else.
No, we're right. They're wrong. Don't let them ever tell you.
No, and they are wrong.
You're an NBA fan now. No. The one thing about being an NBA fan is we tell everyone else they're wrong and we're right.
Listen, I wasn't saying I was wrong. I was just saying I was outvoted. I know 48's better. 48's better because it lets you have like your 15th person like, oh fuck, we're in garbage time now. Number 10 better be pretty good. Send that motherfucker out there. He got played 10 minutes tonight. Go get a bucket, brother. So like, I don't know, but Liberty game was really good. I was shocked at how crazy physical the WNBA ended up being. I think more so than the NBA. And I think some of it might just be that the refs need to call some shit. But like,
well, they have like their refs are still a little bit more like, I mean, inexperienced, I'd say, in situations.
Inexperienced, like lower paid, because if you're a good ref, you go to the NBA.
And then like they also like those crowds are a lot crazier than they have been in the last 5 years. The WNBA has just massively grown in popularity. So I think like the pressure is a little bit more. It's a learning process for everything. They're still such a new league, and since they're really starting to blow up, things will get better. But personally, I love the chippy basketball. I want it to stay.
I'm for it.
It's badass. There's almost a fight every game, every series.
The only thing that I think I would change personally, I change the length of the games, but also the foul limits need to just be put on what the NBA is. So right now, the ruling is you get the free throw fouls are reset per quarter instead of per half. That's got to go because that's just incentivizing beating the shit out of each other. And then each player gets 6 fouls instead of 5 before they're kicked out, and the games are shorter. Kane, how was your series? Did you end up getting time to watch yours?
I just watched highlights. Aja Wilson's so good though. She could hoop. That's all I know.
Got that MVP
she's cracked.
Too.
Yeah.
She's
good.
If y'all saw that video, it's also Bam Adebayo gave her the MVP award. Pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I was thoroughly surprised on how much I enjoyed watching the game.
That was the WNBA roundup, boys. That was good.
That was nice.
Good.
So we knew our series. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. So I mean, I watched Mercury versus the Lynx, and it was really close right until it wasn't. It was crazy. But yeah, if y'all are good to move on, that's about all I really have to say about it. I still don't know that much about the players or anything. I just know kind of some of the big names. I don't really want to devolve into like, oh, I really like LeBron, guys. Me too. LeBron is good at basketball. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can't get in depth on it.
Oh, we can. Once we get big enough, that's how we have to.
We can do this on the Western Conference.
We can, because LeBron and Steph Curry are both on this.
We talk about LeBron James and we talk about the Dallas Cowboys, and just like that, we're on ESPN, boys.
We're on ESPN. We're on the way.
That's all it takes.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna tell you everything you need to know about the Western Conference. You're not even gonna need to watch the season this year. We're gonna just give you guys the heads up of where the season's gonna be, and then you can just start the playoffs, which is what it seems most people do, anyways. Guys. Who the fuck is going to be the worst team this year? I wonder if we all agree.
Definitely.
I feel like this one's a race to the bottom. I don't know if
it is between two teams, I think.
Especially because there's some major talent coming out of the NCAA this year. Like some players that I wouldn't doubt the teams wouldn't tank for. Like AJ Dynabasta, if he's what everybody says he's going to be and he comes out, that kid could be an instant star.
So this is another good draft class.
Yeah, so I would not imagine that a lot of these guys are going to be fighting for the bottom towards the end. But I do think the West is fairly top heavy, and then it falls off a little bit. But we'll see.
I think the non-play-in teams are just as shit as the non-play-in Eastern teams. Agreed?
Oh, I'll agree there. Yeah. No,
I think the bottom is simply
they all
the
keep
bottom.
racing to the bottom, and then
and they will continue to
get the number one pick, i.e. the Atlanta Hawks and the Dallas Mavericks.
So
either of those teams should have had the number one pick.
It's true.
The worst team is the directionless.
I have the Pelicans.
I have the Jazz lower than that.
No,
I think they're so close. I could be convinced either way.
I think at some point Danny Ainge is just a good enough GM, and he'll get tired of losing because he knows you still got to get butts in seats. So they kind of need to win this year. The Pelicans are just completely lost. Zion probably, let's be real, we haven't seen any offseason photos of him looking skinny. That means he put on some weight. That boy's been eating gumbo. He coming back even fatter. They lost their leader in the locker room, CJ McConnell. They just have. They have talent. Like Herb Jones is objectively, I think, one of the most underrated players in the NBA.
But he's on the wrong team.
I don't really believe in the coaching staff. I don't believe in the GM. And it's also
I've also just heard their facilities are awful. I've heard they just have awful facilities compared to a lot of the league. I just think it's kind of a loser city franchise. I'll put it this way, right? Is it the team you'd probably least want to go work at?
I don't know. Living in New Orleans, as much as I hate that city sports-wise, is kind of a pretty badass city to be in. And they still have a bunch of really talented guys. If you could motivate them to get in shape and start playing as a team, there's a chance they could be good. Because let's be real. If Zion were to reach 100% of his potential,
right,
you could say he would be a top 5 player in the NBA.
Now listen,
I don't think that's insane. We're talking about
I don't think that's insane. So
you got.
I think the roster of the Pelicans is way better than the Jazz right now. I think Zion could be an actual. If he what you said, even if he's
it's the Zion thing, though.
He could be a real player. Lauri Markkanen's the Jazz's best player, and he's not on the same tier as a healthy Zion.
He's not a Zion,
you know what I mean?
He's fine.
So
is he on a contract year watch though? Because sometimes that changes the way he got.
He's been on trade watch for the last 2 years, and he's starting to lose his value too. I think we can check this too.
Is he slowing down?
2 more years left.
So I think, you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like sorry, Austin.
No, it's fine. I was going to say, I am kind of on the wave that the Pelicans definitely have more potential than the Jazz. And I think the Jazz are in the same way that some teams are just perennially great. I think the Jazz is perennially bad. I don't see them ever coming back.
Guys, I'm not going to lie. I'll put it this way. The reason why they're the worst team, they just picked up Jordan Poole in the offseason.
The Jazz did?
Well, hey,
they have Jordan Poole and Zion Williamson. You know that they're partying.
No, the Pelicans did.
Pelicans, that's what I mean.
Okay, yeah, put the Pelicans down to 15th.
I want to say this. I want to say this.
We can't debate anymore. Me and Austin are right.
No, I want to say this though. I have the Jazz, and then at 14 I have the fucking Suns, and then at 13 I have the Pelicans. I think the Suns are just as directionless. They have nothing. They have no one going anywhere. They just have Booker. They don't have any. Dude,
they got who did they get?
Booker.
Didn't they get Green?
Booker is good enough to do something. Green is a decent player. I'm not saying they're going to be a player.
I think they have more talent.
I think they're better than the 3 bottom teams to me, who are the Pelicans, Jazz, and Blazers.
I mean more. Look,
I have Pelicans, Jazz, Blazers. Those to me are the 3 worst teams.
I knew the Western Conference would be harder to.
And then you can make a debate after that for anything. But I think those 3 are firmly the 3 worst teams. You're going to tell me you believe in Scoot Henderson?
That's a good name.
Are you? I believe
you just stumbled over 7 words. You just stumbled over 7 words.
Hold on.
There's no way you have a good point after that.
No, look. At the end of the day, I'd rather have even without even looking. I'd rather have a Holiday, Dame, Scoot, guard backfield than freaking.
They get Holiday. Wait, they got Holiday back?
Yeah, don't
Blazers?
Did they not?
The Blazers got Drew Holiday back? No, that was how they initially got him from the Celtics. Drew Holiday is on he's on a team that's
the Blazers roster. Excuse us, because it is somewhat hard to keep up with all this during the offseason. Let's see.
We should also do a show where we look at all the players.
No, they have Drew Holiday again.
Currently,
Blazers have Holiday.
Portland Trail Blazers.
I thought they repicked them. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
I believe in that way. But
I don't have.
Because it was the
you for 1 second are trying to tell me that
Anthony Simmons trade.
You'd rather have a Devin Booker and Grayson Allen with Jalen Green with no bigs. I know you've got the rookie. We don't know about Malik yet, but then like who else? That Dylan Brooks is like.
Dylan Brooks is fine. He's fine.
He's just annoying, but he's good at basketball. You can't say he's not.
I don't think he's any worse than like a Josh Giddey.
I'm just saying Drew Holiday's old as shit. Dame's old as shit. Like they're gonna come in and they're gonna really start them both over Scoot.
But Dame, we can't even talk about Dame this year. He's not playing this year. So let's even go to this.
Exactly. Good point.
But the Blazers, I'll throw you this. The Blazers, I don't think they're a playing team, but I have them at 11th. I think the Blazers I think they've been on a somewhat upward trajectory. They look like they're slowly getting better. They do have some young talent that's really coming around. I don't think this is this year. I think they're the Hawks. I think they're the Hawks of the West. They are on next year trademark, and they will be for a while.
I can see the Blazers being good next year, but
this is the spirit of what I'm trying to say. Is that the spirit of what I'm trying to say is the Suns are on the decline, and teams like the Blazers are on the up, and teams like the Kings are on the decline.
The Suns
That's
just
what I'm
blew
trying
up.
to say with my rankings.
Yeah,
the Suns are going down, and they're going down.
But of all of these things, the way I'll put it, of all these teams we've mentioned so far, by far the best player is Devin Booker. And I think at some point when you have
best singular player,
that's much better than somebody else, and he's on a fuck it, I'm going to carry these guys this year thing. I could just see him willing them to like the 9th seed.
No,
like he's just
West
that
is
good.
Too strong.
It's injuries happen.
I don't see
year.
him getting into the
Devin
plans
Booker,
either.
Like imagine Devin Booker just like, all right, Devin, you get to go nuclear this year. Like you don't have to pass the ball to anybody else. You can just do what you want to do. You got Dylan Brooke to play defense with you. You got some decent pieces around you. I'm not saying it's great, but like decent pieces. These other teams have to prove it to me. I've seen him make the fucking championship team. The championship. So like that's that championship category that I respect. All these other guys have done absolutely nothing fucking anything.
So we are arguing a lot about the teams that literally won't make any play-ins right now, but I still want to continue talking about it because I think the Suns are more around 12th personally. I don't think they're fucking terrible, and I do think they're still going to I think they're going to get a little worse before they get better, but I think they're kind of at the light at the end of this tunnel that they're in because they've been in hell as far as I can tell. They've just been in like turbo hell the last couple of years because they're just up with contracts and they finally blew up their contracts. They're starting to open it up. The only thing is for all the names, you're like, they don't look that good. They don't look that good. They're in the second apron still. What the fuck? How are they spending so much money on Dylan Brooks? What's happening? I don't understand.
Part of it is they're paying a lot off of part of, I think, they're still paying off a little bit of Kevin Durant's contract, and they're still paying off a little bit of Beal's contract.
Does that go to their?
And they also were very. I don't think that's
depleted,
on their shelf. And I know they just traded KD and they got some back, but like they got some stuff.
But that's what I'm saying. They don't have shit. They're on the edge. They're on the edge of being able to start competing again, but they are still on the down. I agree.
Their picks. I think they don't have their own pick until 31, and they only have one.
I think Kane might not agree with me here, but I think it's pretty fair to do Pelicans, Suns, and then we can put
it's just with Booker, like there's
the Jazz aren't in the bottom three. That's crazy.
No, I cannot believe the Jazz are 14. The Jazz are 14.
Jazz are 14 at least.
I mean Jazz, sorry, Jazz.
That's okay.
No, I don't like having the Suns that low. I think we got to put Pelicans.
It should be a hair higher. And then I have the Kings because I think the Kings, from looking into it, are such a rotten, generationally ass organization that they will never be good. And I think they're in a super stacked. Kings 13th. They have a Bulls roster that didn't work. Am I wrong?
I like Kings 13.
I'm fine with putting Kings 13 and then putting the Suns
12
at 12. But I want to make a bet right now with this podcast with you two. At the end of the year, the Kings will have more wins than the Suns.
I think that's probably super possible. Okay, but I would be shocked if the Kings are a play-in team.
No. I like where this is going. But if we make it a bet, there has to be something on the line. I'm not talking something crazy, but maybe a
Devin Booker's face like on your
maybe we have a podcast spray tan bet.
Podcast spray
I like
tan
spray
bet.
tan bet. I like spray
tan
tan
bet. Yeah, either one of us has to go in. It doesn't have to be like super bad spray tan, but
let's save that one. Let's save that one. Let's save that one.
That one's bad. Yeah, not shake on that one. Yeah.
I'll save that one for one I believe in more.
I'm simply not confident enough on where the fucking Kings will end up.
Yeah, I'll do like a jersey or something. I'll get like
okay, yeah. Let's do a silly jersey. Someone has to buy the other guy a jersey.
Somebody has to buy a Ben Simmons jersey. So
no, it has to be somebody from that team. So then you get to remember that you won. So you would get Kane. You would get a Kings jersey, and I would get a Suns jersey.
Zach LaVine jersey.
This is gonna fucking suck.
You're gonna get a Zach LaVine jersey, or you're gonna get a Devin Booker jersey. Actually, get him a Dylan Brooks one.
The winner doesn't even win.
Yeah,
no one wins in this.
No one wins.
So I'm fine putting.
Okay. I like this.
I feel somewhat confident on Blazers 11th. I do think
I have Blazers 11th too.
So here's what I say.
I think we might all agree with 10. Is it possible?
I have the Grizzlies.
I have the Grizzlies.
Okay, I have the Grizzlies as well.
Okay, and why do we all think that? Because they have a good roster and they have a new coach. So is it a lack of confidence?
And just purely for me,
well,
they're better than all those other teams.
I don't trust that new coach.
I do too. Yeah, I don't know about the coach, but I guess nobody does right now because they came in from international.
The trading of Devin Bane, the weird kind of way it ended, like Jaw's still doing gun signs. Like it just seems like we're like
Jaw's gonna get banned again.
We're a week away from him getting banned for like 25 games again. It seems like Jaren Jackson Jr. is starting to be hurt every year.
Yep.
They're not as deep as they were. Like this team just seems primed to you were going to be the darlings of the NBA and then just completely fall apart.
And then they died. And so it seems, I was looking into a little bit about the Grizzlies because I thought it was interesting. And it just seems that they can't get a play style that works. Because they were doing this fast-paced transition shit, and then it got figured out, and then they just stopped winning. And then there was like, all right, that's the end of this coach. And so they just like took the rug out from under them, and now they still have a lot of talent on the roster, but there seems to be a bit of bleeding of talent. And then, their top guy. I'm not a huge Jaw believer. I don't really like him as a player. I'm just not on. I know he's good, like he's an all-star, but he's not in my head, he's more like LaMelo. He will never be on a winning team because of the way he plays.
So I think he's a little different than LaMelo. He just kind of reminds me more of like D Rose if he was more of an idiot. He's just bound to get hurt the way he plays. He's really talented.
Yes.
He's really talented. Like I think he plays winning basketball. He's proven it. He's been a second seed in the West. That's incredibly hard to do. Like no matter what, he's still young, but like he's just the way he plays. There's no way he doesn't get injured. And I don't see him being able to evolve his game in a way that he can still be active in 3 years and still be playing at.
From what I've seen, he also just sucks at pick and rolls. So it's like. God,
is he exciting to watch when he dunks that basketball?
Yeah,
I believe it. Yeah. So we all agree here. Grizzlies at 10th. I think they're a playing team and they will get bounced. Mavericks is who I have at 9th. Same. Is that insane?
Yeah, that's who I have at 9 as well, Austin.
Yeah,
I was gonna switch it here. I had Warriors at 9 and Mavs. Because I think that Anthony Davis, if he's healthy, Cooper Flag, they have a lot of talent there. I could just see them.
I have Warriors 8, so yeah, I don't.
I have Mavericks saying. Next to Mavericks. I have it written. This is my least confident pick. Just because we don't know injuries. I think even if they only have like 2 of their 3 great players playing, assuming Cooper Flag is good, but he will be almost certainly at least be like.
Yes,
player.
Is
he going to start? Do you think?
No, dude. Yeah, 100%. This defense is going to be so good, dude. It's going to be such a good.
It's going to be ridiculous, dude.
And should hopefully slow down AD so he's not getting hurt.
And Lively's good. So, Lively's really good.
Like they have a really good roster. They haven't played with each other yet.
I think
I just don't think they have.
What's his face? The other center they have. Because they have so many centers right now.
They always
Daniel
do.
Gafford.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they make a trade soon for Daniel Gafford to get like a little bit more backup point guard or shooting guard, especially because Kyrie's going to be out for a while. Yeah, Daniel Gafford for LeBron would be Then suddenly it's like, my God,
It's 1 for 1.
Harrison saw
Harrison
the whole time. Nico Harrison is a genius. Like,
Nico Harrison's the greatest. Oh fuck. Okay, so you guys have Warriors much lower than I do. Not a lot lower. But you have Warriors lower than me.
I'll make my quick case for them. I think Kuminga's situation is going to blow up, and it's going to really affect the team. I think these guys are too old. Steph and Jimmy Butler are both going to miss time at the same time at some point. And Draymond is also just going to do
Draymond's slowing down.
And probably
100%.
get banned for a little bit. I just think this is the year that it, like, the wheels. I mean, last year kind of you could really see it. This is the year the wheels are really going to start to come off. And let's be real. Does Andrew Wiggins like basketball? I don't think he does. He doesn't seem like he's having fun when he plays. He just seems like
neither does Kawhi.
Checking in.
Kawhi's really
Kawhi
good.
Smile on the sideline. No, you've seen Kawhi smile on the sideline.
I haven't.
It's just like,
I haven't seen him play.
Here I am on my 9 to 5. Like, I'm playing with Steph Curry in one of the beautifulest places in all of America.
I have some thoughts. Now, I don't have them at third, but I do have them being a playoff team. And this is all to say, bro, the West is really fucking like close right now. So this is like real. We're nickel and diming here.
This could all be like 2 games apart.
Yeah, truly. So the Warriors, the way I think of it is, I do think the wheels are going to fall off next year. I think we have one good year with Butler, Steph, Draymond as a trio. I think I think what it really comes down to is like one of their rookies is going to need to step up. I don't know if they will. I'm a believer in Pods. I think Pods is a pretty good player.
I don't hate Trace. He's pretty good.
He's pretty good. I'm a fan of Quentin Post. I think they finally have some fucking height on their side. He's young. I don't think he's going to be a fucking all-star or anything like that, but he's picking up some good minutes towards the end of the year. He's clearly getting somewhere with it. I think what it comes down to is really and truly, I love Draymond. I'm dumb. He needs to not choke somebody out this season. He needs to not have a weird crash out moment. But he tends to lock the fuck in and not do shit like that when they're on a real team these days. So I don't know. If he starts fighting people, they weren't going to win anyways, and so it's fine.
So I Dakota's points have swayed me a bit too. I'm okay going Warriors 9 and Mavericks 8, but I will say this real quick. This is the first time I brought this up because I have them for all these teams. Dakota, I just checked this morning on like DraftKings. The Warriors over under this season is 46.5 wins, so you would be taking the under on that pretty hard then.
100%. I actually damn it. You might have spoiled Dakota's.
So
Okay. This guy's a bit of a sharp. I like that.
I don't know if I agree with that at all. So I was going to say, by the way, for the Blazers, I actually think they're my pick to surprise us this year. Just out of any team, I'm huge on the new Yang kid. I'm a Chinese spy. You guys know me, but I think he's looking like he's gonna be really good. As anyone that's 7'1" and can pass, I'm huge on.
Blazers are.
I think they're about to be up. I think we're about to hit a Blazers era.
34.5. Right now.
Yeah, I bet they're over that. So there's a lot of teams in the East.
So
I think this is when we're gonna really start to.
I'm okay keeping Warriors 8 just because of Austin's vote up there, but like I could swap either. But then I think at 7.
I can live with that.
I have the Los Angeles Clippers.
That's where I got them too.
Okay. This is where I come in. I don't know. I did not rank the Clippers. I didn't put them in this ranking.
Whoa!
Oh, interesting. You think they're banned?
Because I have no idea what's going to happen to them. What if Kawhi doesn't play at all next year?
No, it won't happen.
If he doesn't play it all next year, we would have to drop them lower than one of these other teams.
Of course.
But if he plays, I think it makes sense to either put him 7 or 6.
Like 7 or 6.
He's that. Now, he is that
counterpoint.
Good. They brought in some players that are.
This is a regular season ranking mostly. Like we are assuming that they still got Harden. And Kawhi just doesn't play in the regular season anyways.
Is really good.
Kawhi's been playing a lot, and the Zubac is good. I agree, but like
John Collins, that was a good pickup.
And this is 7th. We're not talking about them like this is still a playing team, right? At this rating,
which
almost feels low.
Like just almost like a question mark next to Clippers, though.
I have next to them probably no standing consequences this year.
I don't think
can we just do an show? Can you just put an asterisk next to Clippers?
An asterisk would be good. Can you actually pull up the show? I actually put in a different logo for them. I think an older logo in the Discord if you want to use that one.
I'm disgusted by these billionaires' actions.
That's fair.
So I just decided to leave them off the rankings. I'm kind of a man of the people, a blue collar guy.
That's such a man of the people move.
And when you know what this is? This is a guy from the
buckos
looking up at looking up these billionaire buckos, look down on the rest of us and their rich ways and their cheating stuff. I'm not standing for it. If this was my personal rankings, Clippers would be below the rankings. They wouldn't even be in the rankings.
What do you mean?
Sorry, I'm passionate about
this. No, that's fair. Okay. No, I agree.
Well, there are a bunch of hoes, so I do agree. Thank you.
That's for our listeners. That's just the aspiration logo.
It's just the aspiration logo. Yeah. Anyways, it's a good joke. That's a smart joke, everybody.
I want to do something where we go back up top.
Oh, do you just want to quit? Let's rank the East again.
I don't know. I kind of like staying where we're at the 6th thing. But
let's go to the 6th then. I have the San Antonio Spurs at 6.
I have the San Antonio Spurs at 6 as well.
Guys, I hate to say it. I have the San Antonio Spurs at 6.
Wow. All right. Seems like we're getting pretty in line with this.
Look at this. I thought this was going to be harder.
Come on, be top 5 player this year, lock. Top 5 players.
That De'Aaron Fox had in.
Yeah, the Fox is a star, dude. Dog.
I'll say this. They better be 6. They fucking better be 6 this year. This is the year they need to actually hit it. I believe they can. I would not be shocked, but for the amount that Wemby is hyped up and the amount he's talked about as like the next dude.
Yeah, I mean,
it's got to be it.
If he's healthy, this is it. Even if it's like, I'm so excited even to see playing. If it's even just playing Wemby will be nuts. I think
Kane, you don't want the play-in. You don't.
No, fuck no. I know I don't want the play-in.
You don't want this, Kane. You don't want this.
Wait, no.
You don't want
I'm stupid. I just realized what I did wrong. I have the Warriors at 6.
What the hell?
I changed. I'm all fucked up. I have the Clippers at 8th, Spurs at 7th because they're still young and I think one more year. And then Warriors at 6. That's where I'm at. But I don't want to change. I don't.
No, because it doesn't. I'm pretty in line with what this is too, and I think Dakota is also. And yours is close enough that this makes sense.
Yeah. All I'm saying that's what I have written. I don't disagree with this list that much. Like I'm kind of
I think the Spurs will for sure come in and do it. I'm so excited for this season.
Said the Spurs fan.
This is the deepest roster we've had for a while now. Honestly, we've got a lot of talent.
I think, assuming if even like 2/3 of this roster turns out to be very good, as it's seeming like they could, this is the deepest roster in the NBA, most likely.
Sure. I mean,
probably.
It's like
maybe OKC
too. But it's like, damn.
Yeah.
That's a squad. Then we're okay.
They're a threat for a champion.
We're okay with this. I'm gonna go. Let's go up to the top and just
let's go to number 1.
Obvious.
Let's just say OKC.
OKC. You can go ahead and put the Thunder up there. Show.
It would be.
Rebuttal
I actually have them. I would rate them to probably take another championship with no like preseason anything. Not seeing anything.
It's the same team, but better.
It's the same team, and they're all getting paid more and excited.
Better. Yeah.
And they're going to be better. Yeah. It's not like Shea was getting worse.
Their over-under is at 62.5, which is really high. Do you think they could win 70 games? Do you think they could win 70 games?
I think they have the problem of just being the West.
We went up to the top, Dakota, and
everybody, but nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry about that team. I've been playing basketball with got a couple neighbors next door, these little kids, and they were wanting to see if I was going to play right now. I had to tell them I'll be out there in a couple of minutes.
Tell them you're cool and you can't. Tell them you have a podcast. Do you let them know you're cool?
No, I hid in shame.
Good for you.
I hid in shame in my basement.
Yeah, I think the only thing for OKC is that every team that's above, I think like 9th up is going to be like a 45, 44 win team at the very least. Like OKC is just going to drop some games compared to. I think the Cavs will have more wins, but I think OKC's going to be a better team.
OKC was so historic last year. Like, if they drop some wins, it's like, they went from a 67 win team to a 64 win team.
I think they'll be 67.
So we're also saying
I think they're going to be like right there.
You're also saying
I don't think they're getting worse.
I wonder what's their over under looking like this year. It's
62 and a half.
Like,
yeah.
Wow.
Which I think is low. I think
put that in.
That might show up on the bungalow.
That's an interesting over. I like that.
All right.
So you guys want to do?
Let's do 2.
I have the Rockets.
2? I have the Nuggets.
I have the Rockets as well.
Okay.
I think the Nuggets have just enough injury history, and the Rockets are young, and they'll just find a way to win enough games. They did last year without KD, and then with KD this year, and getting Jalen Green out of there. I mean, that's getting Jalen Green out of there and not even bringing KD would have upped their win total for me.
And
sure.
So Dylan Brooks is a solid role player.
Rockets at 2, Nuggets at 3.
I think so. And I think there's a little bit of uncertainty going into the Nuggets here of newish coach. I mean, he worked with them in the playoffs. He obviously did something right, but they're switching up their starting roster.
Cam Johnson
it's yet to be seen.
Way better than Michael Porter Jr.
I agree,
yes,
but he's also
100%
I agree. Now let me say this. I think Michael Porter Jr. is the worst fucking dude. Was one of the worst starters in the NBA.
Yeah, but Austin.
I fucking hate him. He's funny. Though. He's so cool and funny and hot, and get him off the Nuggets.
He judges porn stars online. That's the
which
coolest
is so
thing
sick.
A millionaire basketball player can do. With
which is so sick, and that's why I'm glad he went to the fucking Nets. They sent him to hell.
What a loser!
So,
yeah, he sucks.
The Nuggets got their roster got better than last year's, though. Correct.
I think the top 3 in the West is terrifying. I think they're so good.
Yeah. I would put the Nuggets at 3 for sure.
Assuming KD, I mean, KD's old. Assuming he doesn't just fall off a fucking cliff in production for some reason, if they're getting him to just give him ball, get a bucket guy, like if he can just drop 25 a night, I think they're insane. Because I don't know if that's necessarily what the Rockets needed, but it's not going to hurt. I feel like they were kind of lacking they were lacking the score guy. They were lacking bucket lord. Like, I really think they were.
Yeah. Well, that's who was it.
Yeah, and so now they got KD.
Of what the role they want him to play is, that's the role.
He will be getting buckets. Yeah, he's KD. But I think that's what they need. Like, I think he's a perfect slot to the team.
So they need that veteran winning championship mentality.
And he's not gonna.
As much as I dislike KD, he has won a lot.
So
who do y'all have 4 or 5?
4 or 5. I think we could get a little interesting here. I personally think the Lakers are going to find a way to win enough games to get to 4. Luka just wins those games.
I want to be annoying and say you're wrong, but I agree.
And then I would have T-Wolves right behind them.
Yeah,
that would be how I would do it.
Oh, we didn't really have a lot of hot takes here. I guess in the bottom we did for the teams that don't matter, but like
we could switch Lakers and T-Wolves as well.
Well, that's why I like the Suns at like 14, because that's like a fun hot thing, and it just means that they're on the decline. You know, I mean, that's all I was trying to say with like my.
But
you guys are right. I just like Devin Booker a lot. I think
Devin Booker seems pretty good. I just don't think they're going to be worse than the Kings. I think the Kings are so fucking turbo ass, and there's no way. And I think the Jazz are just so bad.
All right, Suns 31 and a half. You'd go over, right?
Suns 31 and a half. Yeah, I would have to say over on that. I think they're going to win just enough games. And I really think at the end of the day, what's going to happen too, you got to think the Suns aren't going to be a team that wants to try and lose because they don't have draft picks. A lot of these teams at the bottom do have their draft picks, and at the end of the year, you're going to see a lot of like Drew Holiday has a shoulder injury for the Blazers, and they're going to be like trying to lose games to try and get somebody. You know, like a lot of these teams towards the bottom, and if you have like a schedule with them towards the end of the year, you can really start picking up some easy wins. And I think that's why
the Suns have no reason to drop their games.
Exactly. They're going to try and win, and the Jazz are going to try and lose again.
But the Jazz are 18
and try and lose again.
By the way.
That
sounds about right.
Those guys are stinky.
And then the Pelicans are at 29 and a half. So you take
that's wrong. Yeah, that's wrong. The Pelicans are not getting 29.
It's based off the rankings that y'all have.
Yeah, I think I would.
I imagine the Pelicans are going to get 15 wins. Do they have draft picks? What are their picks looking like?
I could also see them trading like
15 win. You could hammer that.
I could see them I could see them blowing. I could see the Pelicans blowing up their team a little bit. I could see the Jazz trading away.
Isn't it time?
At some point.
And I feel like
a lot of these guys doing that, and that's why it's safe for me to have the Suns just winning that many games because they're like just going to try to win.
I feel like the Pelicans could get something for Zion.
But the problem is,
there must be a GM that believes in him still.
After all those things I say about the Suns, they did get Jalen Green, and I feel like Jalen Green takes 3 wins off a total.
3 wins off a total. Like, I don't see how the Suns are the total. I just don't see it. Like, there's no like the Kings are going to win more games. The Blazers are going to win more games.
I don't know. I'm not so sold on the Blazers.
I'm kind of sold on the Kings getting more games.
There's a world where the fucking Pelicans might win more games.
That's not true.
The Western Conference is so confusing.
I'm not going to bet on that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I will bet on the Pelicans winning more games than anybody.
I'll guarantee you one thing. I think one of the Kings, Jazz, Pelicans, Suns, or Grizzlies are going to blow up.
I can honestly. The Suns already did blow up.
When you have a player as good as Devin Booker, you can always kind of build it.
Maybe, but I think he's next on the list for the Kawhi situation. We're going to figure out what he's getting paid under the table. Or they got some dirt on him. Why the fuck is he staying in Phoenix, bro? That's crazy.
Phoenix is a fun city to hang out in. It's not bad.
Yeah, because Devin Booker lives there. So you should leave, and then it won't be fun anymore. Yeah. Listen. Where can I see draft pick? I went to Basketball Reference and it didn't tell me anything. What do the future draft picks for the Pelicans? 2026, they have their own first round pick. 15th, they will be the worst Western team. They will get the first pick.
There's no way.
No, you never know these days getting the first pick, man. You could have.
Oh yeah, no.
That's the odds, and then suddenly the Mavericks.
What if the Lakers tank?
There's no way. Luka's too good.
Yeah.
Luka's too good.
So I think I feel pretty good about our conference ranking.
Yeah.
I feel better about this one than I do the Eastern Conference for some reason.
Okay.
Oh, I don't.
I do feel like we went a little chalkier here.
We did go chalkier here.
We went a little chalkier here, but the West is just, I think, a little chalkier. But there's injuries every year, so something weird's going to change.
I think it's yet to be seen. I think the ones. Let me really look at this list and think about it. I think the ones that I feel unconfident about, bro. I pull up the like full screen of our like show thing, and it like looks worse for some reason. I think the Blazers are the one that I would definitely pick to be the most unconfident about where they pick. I don't really see them being a playoff team, but I could see them being a play-in team and not be like shocked. But I guess they're 11, so like
they weirdly went on that run at the end of the year, and they look.
I'm telling you, I think they're on the up, and I think it could start this year. But also maybe they were just not tanking.
Sure.
What if we just switch the Blazers and the Warriors to piss everybody off? No, switch the Blazers and the Warriors.
I was be like,
this is the end. This is the end of the Warriors. Jimmy Butler gets hurt. Draymond gets hurt. Kuminga ruins the team.
You know what?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's be a Blazers boys.
Yeah,
we're Blazers
and
boys.
We're putting them above. I mean, they're a mud team. They're really a mud team.
That's a mud team for sure.
That's a mud team.
Transition to muds.
And the Warriors are not mud team.
The Warriors are fucking not mud at all. All right, yeah, trade them. So Warriors are 11th. God, I don't agree with that at all.
But it's hilarious.
But if Steph is injured, I do. 100%. If Steph is injured, that's a fake fucking team, bro. They're not real. And he's been injured so much. He's been getting cooked.
You could easily get the Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, Kuminga three-way fight. If we thought the Jordan Poole video was bad, imagine all of them.
All it really will take is one bad loss, and then Jimmy loses his smile again, and then the Warriors are turbo fucked. Is that a thing? Is Jimmy just like he's there for a year and he gives up on everything?
Or Jimmy does that one thing that he does sometimes where he goes and it's like, wow, the Warriors are the 3rd seed. Jimmy Butler's playing great. Him and Steph Curry are really meshing. And then next year is when Jimmy Butler's like, I hate it here. I don't like it. I want to go somewhere else because
that's what I think.
For one season every single year on a new team.
So do you think he'll ditch halfway through, or do you think we get the full season of Jimmy Butler? Because that'll decide why they're at 11th. Because they should be 11th.
I think the come bucket drama is going to be a lot. We'll see.
I wonder if the players even give a fuck. Because it seems like I bet they don't give a shit. Because all that's going to happen is they finally sign him for like $20 million a year, and it's a waste of time. Nobody cares, and then it's going to get benched because Steve Kerr doesn't like the guy, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, send him to Charlotte.
Send him to Charlotte. Send him to the Wizards.
Yes. Send him to the real mud. We don't talk about the mud. They might be lower than the mud, dude.
Yeah, speaking of the mud, I actually do feel pretty confident about the Western ranking. If anybody tells you they're more confident than us, they're wrong in line because nobody fucking knows where the West is going to go. There was like
also we're experts.
6 teams at 48 wins last year. It makes no sense. Yeah, we're experts and they're not. So speaking of things we are experts about, we're going to tell you about the most important type of team in the NBA, and that's teams that are from the mud. Kane, who do you think is a big mud team?
Actually, no. Mute Kane's mic. He's not a mud.
No. Don't mute me. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but I do want to say I have a fake mud team. That I don't know if this is like a clickbait thing.
You say the Spurs ban him.
No. Wait, do we want to define what the coming?
Yeah,
from
should we define mud? I think we should define mud first.
Define mud for us, Dakota.
All right, so being a team from the mud is being a team that like has had you like kind of have success, but not a lot. You're from like a city that like it hasn't traditionally had like the greatest teams. Free agents aren't really going to sign there. You got to get everything yourself. You got to earn it.
You got to work for it.
Yeah.
And you got to like your fans are kind of, not grimy necessarily, but they're all like kind of losers in their own rights but you still in the back of your head, you think you can win, but at the end of the day, you kind of know you're a loser. I don't know.
It's a team that would be just as excited to make the conference finals, not win it, just make it, as a different team would be to win the total championship.
But we're also not talking true losers like the Wizards and the Hornets. They're not from the
they're subterranean. They're beneath mud.
They're crawling. They still haven't learned to walk.
That's their loser city
they
behavior.
haven't learned to walk. They're still in their
bugs.
period.
Yeah, right, they're little bugs that play around with the mud.
Now that makes sense, maybe this will make more sense with the context. I think the fakest from the mud team that pretend they want to act like they're from the mud is the Heat. I don't know why they have this weird
mud
about
team.
this.
Never
they act like they're. But you know what I'm talking about? How they act like that?
They're like we're gritty.
We're like gritty, and we're from the mud, and we're working on it. And we have
they talk about their mud culture. That shit makes me mad.
But they're not mudmen, dude. They're not.
No, they're not mud. I think there's a lot of teams that are fake mud. I think the Philly 76ers should consider themselves a mud team, but they are truly fake mud.
They think they're above it, though.
They think they're above it. They're which I think is worse. I think that's way worse to deny your mud.
Oh, we're mud people. No, you're not. Y'all ain't mudmen.
Dakota? Can you give us a real mud team, a real mucky team?
All right, there's a couple of true teams from the mud. I would say I think like the Grizzlies, a grit and grind team. Sure. That's from the mud. That's a mud team. I think personally, me and Austin, we're mudmen. I think the Pistons and the Hawks.
I was going to bring up. I think the Pistons are an interesting question. Sure. Are the Pistons mud team? They have a pretty good, but they have a good history. They have a little legacy. They go through hell every 20 years to escape mud, and then they get a deep breath, and then they go back under and submerge.
Exactly, they kind of have to have a good history to be mudmen because there's the expectations. So you kind of have to get stuck in the mud.
But can a mud team have chips? And I think a mud team could have one. But I don't know because the Pistons have a lot.
Well, it depends. It depends how. Think about the team that won that championship. That was a mud.
The Bad Boys, and then classically the 2004 team might be the worst.
That's the mud team. That's the muddiest.
That's the biggest mud chip. That's the mud chip.
So that's what helps their mud mentality. It's also
an oily mud. That's true.
Like the Grizzlies grit and grind. That's mud, dude.
That's mud.
That's fucking mud.
Muddy has two D's, by the way.
I'm trying to think. There's another mud team. I think you can make a debate that Sacramento can be some mud team, man.
No, I think they're bugs.
I think the Suns could be a mud team.
I think the Suns are closer to a mud team because they've tasted success. I think the Rochester Royals are just such an absolute dog shit. Just always will be losers. Because the Wizards are mud.
It's weird. The Cavs can be muddy.
They're mud-like.
The Cavs feel like muddy.
They feel
because you're a free agent.
They're all white suit and they're like, "Oh man, we're clean. We're looking good today."
I think they're escaping the mud right now, though. I think if the Cavs keep this roster for a little while longer, and they keep playing this way.
Even when the Cavs had like young LeBron James, it was like that's a muddy.
Oh, that's a mud team, bro.
That was a mud team.
That's a mud team with the mud.
I think they have mud qualities, but
now
you get the greatest player in history on your team. It's hard to say.
But now their roster's so good right now. It's hard for me as a new fan to picture them being a mud team because I see their dominance.
Are the Raptors a mud team?
No, I think they're I think they're bugs.
They're too far north. They're a snow team. They're like
might be a snow team. They're a sludge team.
Yeah, they're like a sludge team. You know, they're not
technically dinos. That's true.
They're more of a mud. They're like a snow team. You know.
Yeah.
Technically
versus technically dinosaurs. That's true. Well, okay, so we have Grizzlies, Suns,
the T-Wolves are good now. The T-Wolves are good now.
Dude, no, that's a mud squad. That's a
mud fucking team, bro.
Super mud.
Timberwolves, and you know what? Because I still, if they make it to the finals again, I'm like, wow, good for them. And I don't think they'll win it.
Because to be considered in the mud team, I think you'd be like, damn, dude, they were really in the trenches. Like, there was really y'all were really out there struggling.
Yeah, like, you got to be in the trenches, you know.
If the Clippers, are the Clippers a mud team? Are the Clippers one of the great mud teams of our era?
They're like,
but they're still in LA. Can an LA team beat the mud?
Put plastic wrap down on top of the mud and walk over it and pretend
they're trying to mud.
Yeah,
but they
pretend they're not mud.
Yeah.
Yes,
they keep stepping. Okay, so they're pretending
they're not
expensive mud.
They're not fake mud, but they pretend they're not mud. They are mud, but they just don't. They don't think they are.
Because it's the problem. They're in LA,
but they're us.
They're in LA. Yeah. It's too nice of a destination, so they can't be mud.
Like literally for like 20, 30 years, maybe
the most mud-like qualities.
Like Chris Kaman at one point was the greatest player in Clippers history. That's a sad statement. He could still be on their Mount Rushmore technically. And don't get me wrong, I love the K-Man. Chris Kaman was the man, but like,
do we have? Is that the? I don't think that's the Clippers. They're not mud. They're just not.
No, they think they're not mud, but
I think they're mud. Because I don't think it's just like a currently thing. I think it's just like
I think it is, but I think the Cavs are fighting. I think they're still mud. I'm not talking about the LeBron era. They kind of earned that shit, to be honest.
I mean, they just had the most wins.
I'm saying right now they're fighting to get out of the mud. They're taking a shower. They're getting out. They're still a mud team. I think they're a mud team.
There is.
Because you know what? Do you think they'll win the championship this year?
No, of course not.
That's mud.
I think they're hanging out in the dirt. I think they got their way out of the mud. They used to be a mud team. They're like looking at all of us in mud, and they're hanging out on like the little like the sidelines. They're in the dirt.
You know what the difference is?
And they're looking at all of us in the mud and being like, "Fuck, I remember being."
You know why? You know why they should still be a mud team?
Like, you know what? We're not like a we're not a top tier team. We're a dirt team.
In the way that the Heat,
mud, but we're still dirty. We're still dirty.
In the way the Heat pretends they're not a mud team and from the mud, and the Clippers pretend to not be a mud team. The Cavs accept their mud. They know who they are.
Yeah.
They're from the mud. All right. I think that makes sense.
Cleveland's a gritty city, you know. It's just
gritty city.
That helps being on that really helps being a mud team for sure. Being in a gritty city.
Is that why the Pistons have to be? Because it's just Detroit. And it's all fucked
and
up.
It's also even when they win champinships, like when they won it with Isaiah Thomas.
Like how?
That whole team was just beating the shit out of everybody. They were like this really aggressive team. And then when they win in 2004, it's Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, Tyshawn Prince, Richard Hamilton, Chauncey Billups. I mean, that's just a muddy, grimy team that just plays like they're from the mud.
And just for reference, the least muddy team of all time is like the Lakers.
The Lakers.
Oh yeah.
The Lakers are the Celtics.
Like this. Just get that out of my sight.
I think it is like directly correlating with.
I think right now too, the Warriors they're the most modern non-mud team. They've popped into that echelon of just being.
The Warriors are a team that truly escaped the mud. They're like a miracle story.
No,
like getting themselves
guys, diamonds are formed through
mud.
They're mud. I don't know how diamonds are formed actually.
It's not coal. Everybody thinks it's coal.
Everybody knows it's mud.
No, it's actually mud.
Yeah, it's coal. Fuck, it's not mud. I'm fucking stupid. It's not mud. It's coal.
Fuck yeah.
All right, let's
because the Warriors were like fucking a never will again team. They won with a racist guy who was so fucking annoying and shit. Which I watched that. I'll keep it a buck. I did watch that championship. I watched more than one of Rick Barry was fucking awesome. He was crazy good. He may have led the worst fucking team to win a championship in NBA history. From where I'm sitting, that team sucked dick. He was so good. And so and that's like mud quality. And then through the mud, diamonds are born. You get Steph and Clay and Draymond. Yeah. Wow. What the fuck?
Yep.
Maybe Steve Kerr is good.
There you go. That's how diamonds are formed. You want to do the awards?
I have one other side topic question for you guys. So it's been a dumb. I assume this comes around every offseason, but I'm new here, so I haven't gotten to ask it yet. Could Michael Jordan average 45 points a game today? One word answers only, though.
Okay. Fuck, was that it?
That was it. Unfortunate. Okay. Dakota, what do you think?
Yes.
Okay.
A lot more.
I say,
A lot more.
All right, and that's all we have for that side topic. That's it. Because that's all I can.
Title of the episode and like our thumbnail and everything.
Yeah. The Jordan question. Yeah, because that's about all I give a fuck on that conversation. To be honest,
I'm glad
that is a debate for another time.
Like that. That's a good one.
On that.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Yep.
No, I have one other side topic. It was really sad. I lied. I saw this. I saw this late last night. It was about team comps and how important is it for a team to like you? Yeah, this is more wiggle room. So I don't know if y'all have seen this, but there was a Reddit thread floating around of Jaylen Brown. Fuck. Here, let me throw it in our.
Oh, hold on. Is this about how he called his teammates?
He called 5 teammates and nobody picked up. That's actually like so sad.
It was a bit of a. It was a bit of a tough.
It was a yikes. And then I immediately saw later a winning team, one of the best teams. Oh, is this Klay Thompson calling Steph and he picks up on the first ring?
Yeah.
In a different video. Bro, calling 5 dudes and none of them pick up sucks. Was he FaceTiming? Is that the problem? Because I don't pick up a FaceTime. I would never. That's annoying. I
wonder what time it was.
But I'll call you back. If I have a friend FaceTime, I don't know if y'all would do this. If I have a friend FaceTime me, he wants to talk, I'm going to hang up on that and I'm going to call them because I don't want to do FaceTime. Because if I'm like, I feel like if it's a FaceTime, I'm about to get jumped into something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're about to get caught. The only reason to FaceTime someone is to catch someone.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Jaylen Brown is shot. Why is this news? This shouldn't be on a news article. That sucks.
But it does. It's just stupid.
It's just
I think there was also like and it's been a while because he hasn't really been in the spotlight like that. But like there was a perception that he was like
better than Tatum.
No, that he was like almost like annoying, kind of.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
So you think it's still around?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I haven't seen that. Yeah.
Well, he's a kind of like
he's an outspoken guy.
He's also very intelligent and like some
very intelligent guy
like
too.
That in the locker room. He's
Correct.
like not like super like I'm gonna go to like the club and party and do things like that. And he's like goes on like actual protests and he like goes and talks on campuses and like he's a smart dude that like is. When people say they're like, oh, I'm going to talk out for civil rights and stuff, he puts his fucking money where his mouth is, and he actually goes and does stuff, donates money. I actually respect him a lot, but I do think
now I can't
he's
make
a little smarter. He's a little more. Oh no, joke away. It's very funny to make fun of him. Don't get me wrong.
Well, I was going when you say he's a civil rights advocate. I can't. What the fuck? I was gonna say like, oh, he's the smart guy. Your smart coworker that you always want to have a conversation with every day. Who's gonna lecture you?
That's kind of how he acts. Like, so like that's why him and Kyrie butt his heads a lot.
Well, I mean, you've also seen.
Kyrie would always say all this shit, and then he would be like, yeah,
"Shut up, Kyrie."
Wrong. Like, have you read anything? He's like, that's just not true.
I like the video. I like the video of him going in Atlanta, like and being like, "Hey, this is my home, my place. This is my spot," and no one recognizes him.
Yeah, him and Fingers went.
It's like another. It's like another.
It's cool.
Like sad version of the no one answered his phone call.
That's all right.
No one recognizes him.
Oh man, poor Jaylen Brown.
All right, let's do the.
I hope he drops like 15 a night.
Shut up.
Okay, welcome everybody to the new basketball podcast award show. Don't call them fake, Kane. It's very real. These are real awards. They matter.
show.
Didn't matter.
This
Everybody,
is the
you've
real
been
world show.
you've been anticipating this.
The pre NBA season award shows. You know, the
Some
ones
would say
that
the
people really look forward to. These are
But these are for the
Right.
24
These are
to
for
25.
last season.
These are for last seasons before we make a weird distinction.
Yeah, I do
everybody's
Everybody's excited.
for an award show during the football season for
That's true.
basketball.
That's true.
That's when
true.
you really get the people going.
So I want to start. We have a list of awards here. We haven't told each other our picks yet, but we have all made picks. Some of them I assume extremely informed. Some even more informed than that. So I'd like to start out with 8th man of the year. Now for these, we're gonna try and find like a player that represents the award, as we have like the what is it? I assume Michael Jordan's the MVP trophy, right? Isn't that a thing? Or isn't Hakeem the DPOY?
That is
You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Is Jordan the trophy?
I don't know. Probably.
So.
I don't know.
Maybe he is. I don't fucking know.
I thought
Who cares?
Okay. Yeah,
What else would Jordan be? Would Jordan be Rookie of the Year?
Man, we
That's
are
wild.
a professional NBA podcast. We are nailing this.
Fucking,
one,
I
dude.
bet you can ask any Celtics fan. They won't know, and they'll say something racist. So for 8th man of the year, I think who we pick today will decide, because they'll be the inaugural 8th man of the year. And I actually have, I realized a moment ago, my pick is wrong. He was the 9th man. I was foolish. I have Steven Adams.
Well, what do we have? So how many minutes a night do you have to? Are we talking?
Well,
I think the
like
eighth
under
man of the
20
year
for
can be
sure.
Very vague. I think it can be a very vague thing.
Okay. It needs to be under 20. In my brain, it was like an 18 minutes a night thing. Yeah, I picked Steven Adams. I think he genuinely, when Sengun got put up, was a really solid replacement player who did not get a lot of minutes. But I think without Adams, Houston isn't the number 2 team last year. He got good boards. He had good presence. He's still strong as shit. He's just like, he's not a floor general, but he's a good presence for them. He didn't get a lot of points. He wasn't awesome at rebounds. He literally passed 1 time a game, but like, you know, he'd get you a board every once in a while. It's pretty good for a fucking dude getting like 15 minutes a night, 13. How many did he get? Let me see. He got 13.7 minutes a night. That's a good 8th man, baby. That's what we look for. That's a man of the mud.
Guy, dude. That's a glue guy.
Honestly, he is a glue guy.
He's a mud man. He's a mud man.
Right. He's a mud man.
He might not be on mud teams, but he is a mud
He's a mud man. He comes from it. Who do you guys think is 8th man of the year? Oh, there's Steven Adams. He's beautiful.
Kane, you want to take this one?
Yeah, I'm trying to find someone a little bit deeper, because earlier I basically was just like going off like someone who played like less than 25 minutes a night and was like in the 7th, 8th spot. But I thought Tari Eason from the Rockets.
Oh no, 2 Rockets.
That's a real dude, because
that's a great pick. I think that guy, if he was on another team, would play significantly more.
Be a starter.
Oh, yeah, easy too.
Maybe not a starter, but he would play a lot.
6 man.
But he plays well in that role, because he just, when he comes off, he's so fucking ferocious. And plays
Tari
so fucking
Eason
hard too. Yeah,
He's still pretty young.
Oh yeah. No, and then but he doesn't quite hit that, Steven Adams level of usage that.
I like that we've doubled down.
He gets a lot of minutes. He's barely under 25 last year.
Oh, that's what I mean. That's like 7th.
I mean, if that's your
7th, 8th spot in the rotation,
to be very extremely clear, what I did was write down a bunch of awards and give them no context. Yeah. So they're really guessing here.
Very vague. Yes, we forgot to describe that. These are
this one's probably the worst about it, to be fair. But yeah.
Okay, I have if it's coming back to me, I've got 2 ones because I think they're one is a real one and one is just made me laugh.
No, go ahead. So we might pick the funny one.
I'm going to do is Aaron Wiggins. He played key minutes in for OKC. Not like a crazy amount of minutes, but anytime he came in during the playoffs, he always made an impact. He always did what he needed to do. Like, he's a guy that could get a lot more minutes in another place. They're just so deep. Aaron Wiggins is a guy that will come in and do like exactly what you need. I'm sure his averages are like 6, 4, and 2 or something, like nothing crazy. But like,
I'm looking through. He got 12 points a night.
Okay, not bad,
Yeah,
that's more than I thought for sure. That's more than I thought for sure.
Let me look I'm checking to see where he was at.
And make like game-changing plays.
Yeah, he was a 7th man. I mean, he's like damn close. Because you know what? Wasn't Caruso like on the 6th man of the year wave or whatever the fuck? Bro, he was the 9th most played dude.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like their timing, it depended. If you look at just
when they got him out,
those stats don't tell it all because there's a lot of times where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the starter sat out the entire 4th quarter. So like Aaron Wiggins would be the guy who's the best player on the court, so he would take the ball, play more minutes, and score a lot more. But if you look at like playoff minutes, that would be more determinant.
Caruso is Caruso had more minutes than Hartenstein. In the playoffs.
Like in the playoffs, I'm thinking more Aaron Wiggins.
And where was Wiggins in the playoffs? Number 8, baby.
Exactly.
That's good.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
And then,
all right.
My second 8th man of the year is going to be Jordan Poole. He might have been a starter, but he was just he
played like an 8th man.
He was the 8th best player on that team. He came in and just ruined things at all times. He just shot the ball up. Thought he was a star.
Jordan Poole up there.
Jordan Poole is honorable.
I'll throw you guys this.
8th man of the year.
I'll throw you guys this. I think we should pick of the 3 dudes that deserve it. Can we name the award after Jordan Poole?
Yes.
We agree? The Jordan Poole 8th man of the year trophy. Who should it go to? I'm okay with giving up Steven Adams. I don't think he's like he's older. I don't think he's like. I do think he was extremely important to the Rockets. I put him above Tari Eason, but I did assume this award would come down to on the teams with a lot of depth, who had the depth that was giving the most impact. Obviously, OKC is going to be one that picks it up. I thought about somebody from the Pacers, but I feel like the Pacers starters.
I was looking at the Pacers too. It was just like, who's their 6th, 7th, 8th man? You can make a debate for any single guy to be in.
Like Obi Toppin, right? Or
Obi Toppin would have been a pretty decent one. I would have. I kind of like Wiggins, man. I just think
Wiggins.
Because of the playoff, I was thinking playoff specifically. Because if you look at the recent regular season, he just got a lot of garbage time stats. In the playoffs, he only played a couple of minutes. He came in, did what he needed to do, and helped win games.
But that's something that's important for an 8th man too, is to be able to take the time off of the superstars. Like fucking Shea doesn't need to play every game. Get him off the fucking court. Keep his ass healthy.
That's true.
Aaron Wiggins, go play 30 tonight. Go fucking get it. Let's see what you do. And like, if he was performing okay, fuck it, right? Like that's him doing his job. So I think I'm cool to give it to Aaron. Obviously, I'm not the most knowledgeable. I'm not like I'm not the deepest in all these stats of like non-starters, but like, yeah, I mean, I remember Aaron Wiggins being pretty good whenever I saw him. Not bad. Young too could reasonably be a starter on a different team at some point. I think like soon. Assuming he improves, and if not, great 6th man for his career. I mean, like staying on OKC, he's gonna get probably another chip. IMO. We'll see. I'm sure people said that about Boston too.
Our Jordan Poole 8th man of the year, Aaron Wiggins.
Of the year.
God. Dude, please, round of applause, boys.
Round of applause while I type in stuff.
I cannot wait to see the video he sends us back once we send him his trophy. Like, he's like, congratulations. Thank you, NBPS. This means the world to me. Actually, Sho, can you zoom him in right now?
He looks at it and he goes, Jordan Poole. Ew. Yeah, there he is. He's so happy. Look at him. He's so pleased.
What about
what's our next award?
It's least improved. So I want to go ahead and put my first nominee. I would like to nominate Jordan Poole for the least improved player of the year.
I love that.
Yeah, that's a strong one. That's a scary good.
And then as my backup, I'd like to also say Duncan Robinson. I think that guy fucking.
I'll raise you this problem with Jordan Poole. He's no worse than he ever has been.
Yeah, no, I don't
he's
know.
always been a shitter.
No, we used to awesome. It used to be a thought that he would contribute to winning and that he was like another spot and that he was about to be the next thing. This dude does not contribute to winning. He doesn't do anything. He's just getting worse and worse. He's literally getting worse and worse every season. I don't care what the numbers say. He is literally getting worse and worse every season.
I know for a fact last year. Here's the problem. Are we considering just throughout his career or last year? Because I know last year he had the worst like box plus minus.
Yeah, I'm counting. Like you said it was last season's for sure.
No. I'm saying 2024 he had the worst box plus minus like of the league, and so this year he didn't. So he is technically improved.
I mean, look, you can say those are garbage.
I mean, he's like a poster boy for us. Like he's He's in my heart.
All he did was go there, and it was like, it's now Jordan Poole's time. And then he made him lose a million games. He just missed a million shots. He didn't play in the offense. At one point, we genuinely thought this guy could potentially take over the mantle staff and kind of be like the next second coming with like Cum Bucket and like a couple of other guys.
Yeah.
And,
what an awful fucking roster.
A cool party Cum Bucket, but
that was
never
wrong.
Happened.
That did not happen, and then thank God. Honestly, Draymond punching him is probably the best thing the Warriors could ever have.
Who do y'all
straight up get him out?
Who do y'all think then, if not Jordan Poole?
Luka.
Wow.
I have Luka because he went from being on a very secure roster spot, leading a team to the finals that kind of had no business being there, having a system working around him, to being a new leader with the leader of the NBA, having to find his slot and being a shitter on defense throughout a lot of the playoffs. Like because to me, like Luka was supposed to be the playoffs guy. Like he was supposed to get there and run the fucking Lakers in the playoffs. And it kind of just looked like they got run over. Like it looked like he didn't really give that much of a fuck. It looked like LeBron didn't give that much of a fuck. But LeBron is in his 40s. I don't blame him. Simply because that does not fit my narrative at the moment. Luka is the reason that they didn't make it through the playoffs. I think he could have played better. And every once in a while he'd show that he wanted to play defense. He just fucking didn't want to do it.
Hey, that was fat. That was fat Luka.
I know, but he would. Yeah, we're not talking about skinny Luka right now. I haven't seen him play. Europe isn't real.
Things have changed. All right,
Europe isn't real.
He's not fat anymore.
Bro, I watched Eurobasket. He's about to be crazy. But I think if we're talking about 24-25 season, I think Luka deserves the fucking, because he was supposed to be like MVP talk. He was supposed to be so fucking good. Bro, he ate hot dogs and smoked hookah. Hookah Doncic is my pick. Get him out of here.
So I have 2 nominees for this one. One is, and this one pains me to say it because we love him so much. Michael Porter Jr. just turned into a disaster in the playoffs. I mean, Michael Porter Jr. literally went from being like this sharpshooter, this guy that he got all this money. You were thinking, man, Denver had this 3-man core. Being like,
was he a number 1 pick?
We're trading. Nah, he dropped because of injuries. He was going to be like number 1 to 3 pick, but he had these really bad back injuries. People were thinking he actually was never going to play again. He kind of has a cool story, but then he started talking about porn stars, and then
now he's doing what he's doing now, and you go, "Oh, I'm glad you're on the Nets."
He disappeared in the playoffs. He disappeared doing things. He also lost credibility as a human being with the way he speaks now. Everything about him became least improved. Basketball, the way I think of him as a person, his family life. I mean, Jonte Porter's literally in jail. That guy couldn't have improved less. I mean, he is. And then also my second pick is fuck you, Patrick Beverley. Enjoy playing in Israel, you loser, because you can't even make it to the NBA. That's how least improved you are. Get the fuck out of here and get Trae Young out of your mouth. That's
he was never good.
Least improved player. He was in the NBA last year. He's like, well, I made more money to go play there. No, you didn't. No one wanted you. You fucking suck. Get the fuck out of my city and do not talk.
I guess he didn't have to learn Chinese.
Fuck you, Patrick Beverley. Enjoy your celebration for the goddamn play-in tournament while my boy takes it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Sorry, just had to get it off my chest. I got to protect Trae Young.
That fucking play-in tournament thing. I've seen him throwing the jersey into the crowd.
It's like, I'm the man. I'm the man.
Idea he was getting that hype for being like the 10th seed. I had no fucking idea.
We got him floating around in the background right there.
I assume they got bounced round 1 too.
The way he has his hands up, you would assume that they just won at least
the conference finals at least.
Game. Yeah. No. I think they went 4-0 in the next series. They got their absolute ass kicked. It was beautiful.
I've got I'm with Dakota. I like MPJ for this award.
I think MPJ is a good one.
His life got worse.
You know what I'll even say too?
Nothing good about him happened.
Because when I was really getting into it, one of the teams I was told by a lot of people to go watch, it's like, oh, the Nuggets roster is really good. Fucking Aaron Gordon's awesome. Jokic is the best player in the world. Murray is fucking incredible, and MPJ is such a good shooter, bro. I watched him get the ball in the possession with a brick, just so consistently, just toss it to the other team. Like his shot should count as turnovers. On God, like he is a goddamn mess.
We do have to remind everybody though, he is really cool though.
He's a cool looking dude.
He might be the least improved player.
He's the
coolest player in our hearts.
He's got the eyebrow slit like me.
So I'm sick.
I can't help it.
Sick with I'm cool with MPJ.
I think MPJ.
MPJ takes that home.
Who's our generational least improved player of all time?
Pat Bev.
No. You think he takes it forever? Fuck that guy.
Yeah, we're a fuck Pat Bev podcast.
All right, fuck Pat Bev.
We're a pro MPJ.
So winning our
fuck Pat Bev podcast.
Winning our Patrick Beverley least improved player of the year is one Michael Porter Jr. Give it up.
Oh my God, dude.
He was so good that the Nuggets said, we cannot win a championship with you. Go to Brooklyn.
Close personal friend of the podcast too. He's gonna be so excited when he gets this news. I mean, this is great.
Yeah, we'll send it to him in a letter. He won't read it. He doesn't know how. All right, so for our next award, we have our geriatric fuck of the year. This is a player who's in their 15th season or they're like 35. Just an old shit who is still kicking, still doing great, just on their last gasp. I wanted to go ahead and just say, LeBron isn't in this. We're going to name the award after him because he's an old fuck. And I just think that's too easy, and I don't care. Agreed? Shake?
I'm a big fan on that. Hey, shake.
Shake. I think this can be a fast one, too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there are still, like, fucking superstars that are this old. So I think it's a conversation. I nominate Steph. I think Steph has some crazy performances at the end of the year. Once Butler came on the Warriors, it seemed to really put some life back in that team. And I'm a Steph believer. Straight up, 100%.
I concur with that. I still think Steph is a top 10 player. I think
think so, but just kind of around or in that area, close.
I can never see him retire.
So I do like the Steph one. I'll back that. And then if I had to say
I'd
something,
actually say he's better than LeBron right now.
Yeah,
probably.
I think so. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I think that's a hateful take.
Yeah,
is there a more interesting pick than Steph? Because I feel like it's easy to just pick Steph. Because when I was trying to come up with the words, I was like, "Oh, this would be cool." Like somebody who's older.
My pick is gonna piss y'all off because
go for it.
One.
Who?
I'll say Dame. I'll get mad.
I'm gonna go with Kyle Anderson, slow-mo.
Yeah,
he's looked like he's been 75 years since he joined the league. I don't care if he's in year 9. I don't care if he's like still young. I'm tired of watching this man play basketball. He plays like he's from the 70s. He's so slow.
Oh, that's my kind of player.
Get
what are you
Kyle
talking
Anderson out of the league for me. Geriatric. That guy has literally been 100 years old since he joined the league. He was in his year 15 in his second year. Like that guy could be on year 30 for all I know, man.
I like that. I like that take.
Oh, that's interesting. That is a good one. Is there anyone else that's just like truly geriatric, like in the way they play?
PJ Tucker's old as shit, and he'll come out and literally put up fucking nothing. No points, no fucking rebounds, no fucking blocks, no fucking defense.
6 missed corner threes.
What about
literally fucking getting nothing?
And
what about Al Horford?
Winning moments.
Yeah.
No,
what about Al Horford type? Just like a dude who's genuinely old as shit.
I love Al,
and it's just like on his play till the wheels fall off era.
Kind of like Elton Brand back in the day.
Kind of like whoever the fuck he just said. Yeah.
Rosters. Sure. Yeah, you'll know Elton Brand. Kane gets
so. I think the actual best.
Who do we think on this one?
The best player is probably an argument between KD and Steph. I still give it to Steph because KD was on the worst fucking team. So it's just hard to know if he's good or not. Like, obviously he is, but like, shut up.
I kind of like the PJ Tucker.
Yeah, I like the PJ Tucker.
I want him gone.
I'm on PJ Tucker. He's 39. He's 39. He played 3 games last year. That's awesome. And he's still probably getting since he's on the Knicks, he's probably making millions. Yeah.
So the winner of our inaugural LeBron James geriatric fuck award
of the year.
PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker. Sir.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy, man, is we just missed Udonis Haslem winning this award for the last 6 years in a row. I mean, that guy could, and we should name it the Udonis Haslem, Jerry.
That's fair.
Yeah,
right,
because
so we will.
he played till he was 75.
Yeah, he played till he was
awesome.
like he was so old.
Wow, PJ Tucker. He's not even been in the league for 15 years yet. Can you believe that?
I think because he played.
This will be it.
He played foreign for a little bit right after college.
Did not play other pro league from 07 till 2012.
So what's the next award?
Our next award is the Ben Simmons Disappointment of the Year.
I like that. I'm going to go ahead and quickly nominate Jordan Poole.
So I'll go ahead and hold on. I'm also going to say this can include moments. I think if you have a moment that really sticks out in your head, because Ben Simmons as a moment in consciousness is very disappointing. So I personally, so you say Jordan Poole just in general?
Just in general.
I mean, it is disappointing to think about the pool party.
And the Wizards.
But he's on the Wizards. Is it really that disappointing or is it just funny?
It's going to be heartbreaking if Jordan Poole gets nominated for like 10 of these awards and never wins
one.
This is going to crack me up.
That'll be classic Jordan Poole.
But it's a classic Jordan
Poole. Oh, that's why he's one of the best boys.
That's why he's one of the NBPS. Like,
and in my opinion, every season until he fucking plays and is fucking good as shit, it's going to be Zion until he's out of the league.
Zion's a great pick. Yeah.
So mine is just the whole 76ers organization.
You think the 76ers
what they did last year, Paul George, Joel Embiid,
Paul George is a good pick for the least improved.
But every single team, every single person, every single thing that happened to the 76ers last year was a fucking joke, dude.
Yeah.
They were so just, it was tough to watch, man. So
they
for
need
me,
to accept their mud.
They were a disappointment of the year by a landslide. They literally had the MVP. You bring in Paul George. You have all these good players. You get rid of Tobias Harris, who was supposed to be the problem, a guy who's playing for a team in the mud now. He's a mud man. He's a fucking mud man, you know? Guy. Like the 76ers, everything about what happened to them is the most disappointing shit.
Yeah.
I'm glad it did. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, they deserve it.
Philadelphia forever.
Yeah,
but
they deserve it.
Yeah, I think the 76ers are very just that whole team. You could just do playoff B. You could do Joel Embiid. You could do,
but it is the 76ers.
Daryl Morey.
Kane getting hurt.
I had to say, that's disappointing. I have to say, mine does not feel as strong, but personally, mine was the last second bad foul call in the first round of the playoffs on the Pistons. It fucked them out of the playoffs almost entirely. I think that killed the whole mood.
Personal vendetta. I like it.
I have a personal vendetta.
Oh, Tyrese Halliburton getting hurt.
Oh, that was good.
That's got to be it, right? I mean,
I like that. That was good. Fuck that guy.
That is kind of I don't know. That happened to me.
I like that. That was good. I liked when that happened.
I'll be honest. I was at a bar in Atlanta watching it with everybody was very intently watching it right until he got hurt and everyone went, oh. It wasn't like nobody was angry. It's just that we'd seen it an Achilles tear twice already in the playoffs and everybody knew what it looks like now and went, oh. Mm-hmm. It was so upsetting that it fizzled out because he had such a good start to that game too. Man, yeah, man, that's hard. The 76ers are Tyrese Halliburton dying forever.
I give 76ers. That was a pretty
They are fucking disappointing.
Everything that happened. Literally, there wasn't a single good thing that happened to them other than getting the number 3 pick in the draft and getting VJ Edgecombe, which is unfair. That of course they have a bad season, and then they get this badass fucking player. Like, come on, that's just
they had like the worst hit piece I've seen on an organization written out from the Joel Embiid story thing, which if you haven't read that, please go read it. It's like phenomenally well done. And it's like, oh, I don't like the 76ers. They seem awful. It's like a high school. It's like if high schoolers were in a frat. It seems just bad. Like nobody fucking talks to each other. Nobody's happy. Yeah, they
so the 76ers are Ben Simmons disappointment of the year.
Very good. It's good. I think they deserve it.
I call Daryl Morey, man. Zoom in, dude.
I think they deserve it. So 100%. Now we have one of our more important awards. As we go down, these get far more important throughout the season. We have the Big Diesel biggest meat of the year. What do you guys have first year? I'm curious how you interpreted this award.
Oh, mine is easy. And it will always be until he's not playing basketball. Kenny Lofton Jr. That's a big meat. Piece of meat.
That is big meat.
I mean, he's not tall, but boy, is he wide. He's just a rebounding machine, and he is just a meaty boy, dude.
I have literally no idea who this is.
Oh, really?
Look him up, Austin. Yeah, he's incredible, dude. Yes, tell me that's not the biggest meat you have ever seen.
Biggest guy.
That's the big meat.
The biggest meat, dude. Kenny Lofton Jr.
Did he play this year?
Yeah, so he's like goes in and out of the G League, and he probably gets like 10 games played per year.
Wait, are we giving it to a G Leaguer?
No. Don't disrespect Kenny Lofton Jr. Kane knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Kenny Lofton Jr. is an incredible pick for biggest meat.
Yeah, he didn't play last year. Hang on.
He didn't play a single minute last year? I thought he got in a couple.
Not in the NBA. Games. Are we going to count him?
I thought he's
a summer league. He plays in summer league.
Is he summer league beast?
He's like he's played in the NBA. I've seen him get NBA minutes.
Not last year.
Like, man, hey, wait, Austin, are you a G League like elitist? Are you gonna say they're not part of the league, man?
First of all, yes.
One of those guys.
I am now. I haven't had that opinion until right now. Yes.
All right.
Formula 2 isn't Formula 1. Xfinity isn't NASCAR.
Do I have to make a different pick because I have a backup? But it's
he's a big meat. He's a big meat, so it's good.
He's a big meat.
Yeah.
He's
the biggest
meat.
Possibly the largest I've ever seen. So he's going to be on there. Kane, what's your pick?
I don't know why it just felt appropriate. I said it's Zion.
It's Zion. I think that's good.
Zion. The award might have to be named after Zion.
Yeah.
He's the premier big meat in the game right now.
You're describing the biggest meat of today versus the biggest meat of all time. Big Diesel is the biggest meat. We know that.
That's a good point.
No,
if it's truly the biggest meat, it's Big Country. He was massive.
Shaq got fired for being obese.
Dude, no. This guy was bigger than Shaq. He talks about it. If you haven't seen Big Country yet.
Bryant Reeves?
Yes. Big Country was ginormous.
Oh,
dude.
No, he played on the Grizzlies.
He was truly the biggest meat. Like Shaq was kind of in shape.
Played for 6 years. This guy never bothered as a Big Country baby.
He did pass away. R.I.P. By the way, Big Country.
Oh my God, poor guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, was weighing in at 275. Good Lord, what a guy. It's cool. Mine was Donovan Mitchell for having the biggest meat.
It's a choice.
You don't have to look up the picture, but
yeah, I know the picture you're talking about, and you guys can look that up online. We are not going to
look it up online.
Don't show it.
No, do not put that on screen.
I was curious which way you were going with that, and
it was that way.
We're also biggest meat.
Interesting. Okay,
I had a backup pick for that.
Donovan Mitchell. So I think this is more just a conversation of because we'd say like.
I want to go with an anti-pick, which is that picture of SGA. Yeah.
I want you to know it's literally why I came up with the award was because of that weird like Twitter beef thing that had Twitter meat combo of like somebody posting Shea and then immediately like I think it was a Cavs player posted the Donovan Mitchell pick with his schmeat out.
That was beautiful. That was a beautiful moment in history.
The anti-pick would be SGA. He would if this was an unaward, it would be SGA. Where is his schmeat? Meat check. So do we want to say I want to give it to Kenneth. I think Kenneth earned it. Because it sounds like he's the summer league warrior.
He is.
I love it. I love it.
So the inaugural winner of the Big Diesel biggest meat of the year, actually in honor of Big Country. What was his name?
Brian Reeves.
Yeah, Bryant Reeves. In honor of Bryant Reeves, I think we named this the Bryant Reeves biggest meat of the year award. And the winner this year is Kenneth Lofton Jr. Congratulations.
You deserve this Big Country award, dude.
He does. He earned it.
Look at him. Look at that man.
You can't stop looking at him.
Oh, he's beautiful.
He's in a lot of your
good on him
vision. Good on him. I hope he gets some minutes this year. Next, we have the Tyler 1 Loser Nerd of the Year. Who are you guys picking for this one?
Nico
Harrison?
Yeah.
Okay.
Loser Nerd of the Year, but he kind of won somehow with the Cooper thing.
He did get the dub, but literally everyone makes fun of him all the time.
Yeah, he's a loser nerd.
They could win the chip and people would still probably make fun of him every time he's seen. I think so, right? Because I don't know if I have a better pick than that. I think that's solid. I kind of wanted to say, yeah. I think Jaylen Brown.
Nico Harrison.
No, I got a good one for you. My loser nerd of the year is Adam Silver for getting bullied by people on Reddit online. any single time it's like, hey, we don't like something, he'll be on Reddit and be like, oh geez, I guess I better go change it. I'm sorry, guys. He's such a coward and a pussy. He's the loser nerd of the year. He even, let's be real, he looks the part. He might look most part of the loser nerd of all time.
He looks the part, but he also looks like he is Nosferatu. And there's something where it goes from him being
he does look undying
to unsettling.
Undying is very terrifying.
I have Dylan Brooks just because of the energy and vibe that he gives off at all times.
I don't know. If we called him loser nerds, he might kick our ass.
No, I don't think he could beat up Kane. I think Kane would hit him really hard. To be honest,
Kane. Hey, Kane, you got this.
Yeah,
I like that Austin started talking shit. Was like, nah, don't worry, Kane's got him.
This is how I live. This is how I exist. No, on a real note though, it just kind of seems like the dude he's picking fights with is Steph. Every single time in the playoffs, I saw Dylan Brooks start shit. Draymond would walk over and end that. I think a actual psycho, because Dylan is tiptoeing, pretending, and playing the game. An actual psycho. Can you imagine him doing shit to KG? Kevin Garnett would give him a new asshole, immediately.
Sure.
I don't know if that makes him truly on the top level. I think I've seen videos of people walking by Nico Harrison while he's just eating dinner and screaming at him. And that's loser city behavior. He earned that shit. So I'm
fine giving it to the Nico Harrison.
It's not for this season really, but also have Gobert. He's just a loser.
Just in general. I think we could name it after. We can name the award after.
The loser nerd, because he's just a loser.
Then I think we go. Silver is a good pick. Silver or Harrison. I'll be happy with.
It should be GM. I hadn't thought about it.
Could we name it after Silver and then give it to?
Let's name it after
Adam Silver. Adam Silver, loser nerd of the year. I agree. The loser of all time versus the loser of today.
Because then at some point, Adam Silver, come on the pod and debate us, dude. I bet you won't. I bet you won't debate us on the pod.
Yeah, I dare you to.
I would. It would be so annoying? He would come on here and be much smarter than me.
And he'd be so nice, dude.
He would talk circles around us and be so sweet.
He would be so nice. He'd be like, wow, you guys have such a great setup. I love
every interview I've ever seen of him makes me go, oh, I do like Adam Silver.
Yeah, I know.
That's the worst part. He seems like a really cool guy that likes basketball.
So pushoverable, the glasses and the skinny
We're all
frame.
saying that right until he fucking kills the Clippers, permanently. That's what I'm waiting for.
He's not going to do that.
He's going to wait until the All-Star game, and then I think it's going to hammer down. And I think he's like, hey, by the way, I am the god of this franchise. I'm
going to be like $5,000 suspension for Kawhi, and we're going to charge them $50 million. And Ballmer's going to be like,
what if he says execution by sniper? One person on the Clippers. You don't have to give up any picks. You don't have to give up a player. You just have to sacrifice one dude.
That one's easy. Bradley Beal. They don't even question it.
Shit.
They're tossing him out there.
No, that is him. No, but he went to the Clippers to win a ring. You saw that, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, no, that's gonna happen. Yeah, sure.
So the winner of our Adam Silver Loser Nerd of the Year
is Nico Harrison. Because he is actual loser city behavior.
I'm not clapping for him.
Yeah, don't clap for that. That sucks.
Fuck that guy.
So what's up?
Go on too long. So if there's a way we could also pick the best categories or something like that left.
Okay, yeah.
We have three more, but I think we can skip the jersey. And then we have two.
I had one. Wait, my one jersey of the year, just real fast, was seeing Luka in the yellow jersey because he looked so fat. I thought it was funny. So jersey of the year, Luka, in the yellow Lakers jersey, looking fat. Just a quick one. I think it's funny.
Fat in that jersey.
He looked so fat. White guys don't look good in Lakers jerseys.
I picked the Toronto Raptors because they had a dinosaur on their jersey, and that's badass.
Yeah. Concur.
All right. Jersey of the year, the Cream City Jersey of the year, the Toronto Raptors. Next, we have the NBPS, that's us, Most Exciting Player of the Year. I have Russell Westbrook for raising my heart rate every time he entered the floor because I did not know if he was about to brick 30 shots or if he was about to dunk 3 in a row. He was so exciting.
Mine is Jalen Johnson. He dunks on people. He's cool. He plays the right way, and he's also a potential look ahead to Dakota's Bookie Bungalow.
Ooh, okay. We'll rush there pretty quick. We are starting to kind of run out of time.
We can. And my show and tell will take 30 seconds.
Okay.
Mine only played half the season, but Wemby. It's just must watch, just literal must
watch TV. I think Wemby's the real pick here, most likely.
Yeah, Wemby's a good one. But let's name it after Russ. Because Russ has always been exciting.
Let's name it after Russ.
Russ is the old one.
Wemby.
Yeah, give it to Wemby. I agree with that. Congratulations, Wemby. You win the Russell Westbrook NBPS Most Exciting Player of the Year. Congrats.
What an award show.
Congratulations.
What an award show.
And then we have one last very important award. We have the Kyle Kuzma Award of the Year. Who's going to win that for us this year?
This one's tough.
This one is tough. We have a couple of options.
Do you have a nominee this year, Dakota?
I got to say it's going to be Kyle Kuzma.
That's not a bad pick.
What about you guys? Is there anyone else we're considering? Because
I've been looking around the league of like someone who kind of plays in the way that we're looking for on this award. And just a real generational shitter. Kyle Kuzma, I think is on my pick.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I can't see anybody that's more deserving this award. I think he's really earned it this year, especially with his recent playoff performance of doing cardio.
Zag a little bit on a player who's been declining in free throw percentage since they were in the league.
Okay.
And their field goal percentage has been going down too.
Interesting.
But their shot selection hasn't been maturing at all.
Is it Giannis?
I'm going to go with one of his teammates. I'll go with Kyle Kuzma.
Oh, wow.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Wait, is this our first unanimous? Whoa! Congratulations!
He does it again.
Kyle Kuzma, he does it again. How does he do it?
The 9-time Kyle Kuzma Award winner of the year, Kyle Kuzma.
Wow!
He never calls in to accept the award, but I know somewhere deep in his heart he really enjoys it.
He never disappoints. But yeah, that's all the time for awards we have today. We are definitely running a little long on this one, so sorry. Or you're welcome, depending on what you want. Last, we have a little bit of show and tell from Dakota. Dakota, tell us.
I'm going to go quick on this one.
A little lightning round.
Very simple. This is just a meme that's been currently going around, and it is about Jeff Teague. So Jeff Teague has his podcast, his little production group, the 520 podcast. And recently he's brought in, I believe it's either his younger brother or his cousin, who is kind of like one of the producers, and he started streaming.
Mook,
they started playing 2K.
I believe, right?
Yes. And they went online and essentially started like streaming 2K one night, and then one guy in the chat decided to say, look man, I'm going Teague time. I got the Teague jersey on with no draws on. And then for whatever reason that blew up online. So now everybody online is going on 2K and making their characters look like Teague. So it's just LeBron James with no underwear on. Or it's just like, and every single time any game's going on, everyone is just going Teague time. But not only is it in 2K, it's getting to real life. The Teague jerseys have like their sales have gotten up so crazy. There's like this tweet that this guy, I think he works at Barstool. His name is also Mook. Weirdly, he tweeted out and he was like sent a message. This guy was like, "Hey man, I'm really trying to get this Teague jersey." And he texts him back and it's like, dude, it's weird. I've been getting more requests for Teague jerseys than I ever have in the last like 3 weeks. What's going on? He's like, look, man, I'm just trying to go Teague time at the bar with my boys, like just a Teague shirt on, no draws. And it's just like now Teague time, it's just absolutely blowing up. And it's just been cracking me up because Jeff Teague hates it. But now even like other NBA players, like other NBA players are making fun of him about it now. But yeah, it's this massive meme going along. And like shouts out to Jeff Teague and the 520 podcast. They're fucking hilarious. Teague is one of my favorite Hawks ever. And now he's
great. He just did a really good interview with Trae Young as well. Like right around the Pat Bev bullshit, which I don't think was on purpose.
And like Jeff Teague and Pat Bev are kind of beefing as well. So like,
Pat Bev seems like he just beefs with everybody.
Yeah, he likes to stay relevant.
Anyways,
fuck that guy one more time.
Fuck that guy. Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Yes, that was just my thing. Teague time is blowing up. So just buy your Teague jerseys, guys. And
come on, you can. No draws.
I promise you this. Next podcast, we will all be Teague time.
I like that. Yeah, I'll be Teague timing.
I can Teague time as long as I can wear a wrap. I'm good. But yeah, Dakota, make us some goddamn money, brother.
Yeah, dude.
Where are we at? Well, because we're down on the one bet that's happened.
Okay, so yeah, tough start to Dakota's Bookie Bungalow. Not gonna
betting
lie.
on Atlanta was insane.
Hey, the Dream had Brittany Griner, and whatever. It's okay. We're not gonna have to talk about that.
Moving on.
What I have this week though is, and I need to pull the odds up because they do change every once in a while. But I'm looking at a couple of first-time All-Stars and a first-time All-Star starter. So I believe this year, I love Cade Cunningham to be a first-time All-Star starter. I think that it's a really good bet. I think it's a safe bet. I'm not 100% sure what the odds are right now because they changed recently and I'm not seeing them up here. But I do genuinely believe that they're pretty decent right now. So I would really look at getting that future in. And then I would also like to get in Jalen Johnson as a not all-time starter, but just as a first-time All-Star. I think he's got a pretty easy, like the East isn't strong. His position, the way he plays, he was going to be an All-Star last year. The odds won't be as good on that one, but I think it's a pretty darn safe bet. And then
there's also the change now of the All-Star game is international versus national as well, right?
Did they decide to do that this time?
I think that's happening.
Is that happening this time?
That might be next year, but I think that is this year.
I wonder if that changes anything as far as Cade would definitely start.
Cade will still be on there. I think that helps.
But like Cade, I really like Cade to be a first-time All-Star starter. I think it's a really safe bet. He's just gotten better and better. The Pistons have gotten better and better. They're going to be a higher seed. I really, really, really like that bet. Love the Jalen Johnson All-Star bet. And then also, as we mentioned before, I know it sounds insane, but that OKC over 62.5, I just don't see how they don't win 65 games again. They just that team is just too good. They're juggernauts. They're built for the regular season. They're all young. They're completely they have at least 2 or 3 guys at every position. They'll just win 65 games again this year. Yeah, I'm not saying they're going to win it all because it's just so hard to win it all. Someone's going to get hurt. Something happens, but 65
I wouldn't bet
games
on it, but yeah.
I kind of like that over. It's not my favorite one in the world, but that Cade Cunningham first-time All-Star, Jalen John, I think first-time All-Star starter, Jalen first-time All-Star. I love those bets.
I think those are interesting, and I think actually I agree with those. But I'm also really high on Cade. So yeah.
And then finally, my last one, and this is kind of purely for Kane, but also if he just.
But this is actually our daily double. You have to put $30 into this one.
Yeah, I think that Wemby MVP. It's the odds are too low. You gotta sprinkle it. It's just if he plays the full way and he has that roster around them. I know they like to give it to international players too because they get fatigued for giving it to certain guys. I could see Wemby sneaking that award.
Sure, no, I love that.
I think so. What's his rating for? What's the odds for him getting DPOY? I assume it's better than MVP.
Minus 200.
It's probably
it's not a good bet at all.
He's a lock.
Yeah, he's more or less
if he plays
to get it every year. Yeah, because basically if he doesn't get injured, Wemby's going to win the DPOY.
Yeah, he's already on plus 1600. Still I would put him over Ant if he plays the full year.
That's what I'm saying. Plus 1600 is just if he really is who he is, he takes that leap. He could just.
I think he will. I mean, we know he's about to be really good. I think we're all pretty.
So you heard Dakota, guys. Take a mortgage out.
I think that's a good bet. Yep. Put it all on Wemby winning the MVP. Maybe the blood clots won't come back. Wow. Do you have anything else we want to discuss? Anything else that happened this week that's basketball related, basketball unrelated?
Always that, Beth.
Yeah, it's hard for us to know how long we've been going, but I feel like we're probably about time. Sho, can I get a nod if we're good to end it?
I think we had a very good, very illustrious show, and I think our viewers are very well served by the almost near 2 hours of content we've just done.
Wonderful. We've been talking for a while.
Oh, boys.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm running on 2 hours of sleep, and I have to go to work in an hour. So I'm going to go to bed. Bye, everybody.
I love you all.
I love you all.
Fuck Pat Bev.
Go fuck Pat Bev. Fuck that guy. Congratulations again to all of our winners.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma, you can just call in and come get the award.
Please, don't call us. Yeah. Call our